What's up, everybody, and welcome back to this episode of Track Talkers. Cooper Webb wins, but doesn't win. Chase Sexton down again. Levi Kitchen makes it through the first turn. Ken Roczen frustrated that he can't get by his teammate. And Deegan's mechanic gets fined for hitting another rider. All that and much, much more on this episode of Track Talkers.
Nap on the 723.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back. This is the Houston episode. In studio, I've got my brother and ex-professional athlete, Tyler Enticknap, and we have a very special guest, the best podcaster in our sport. He's just absolutely phenomenal. He gave me my shot to express my personality. He is the best, the GOAT, Uncle Ty. Everybody, welcome Steve Matthes from Pulpmx. Yeah, Steve, we are really happy to have you on the show, but I want to get right into this thing. The debrief brought to you by Twisted Tea. Boys, what are we going to talk about? Let's get right into it.
So I forgot to mention this in our review pod. So Duffy got fined for hitting a rider with a pit board. That shit happens all the time. So now I'm thinking he did it on purpose, because why else would they fine him? Because literally, like, dudes, riders hit pit boards a lot. Like, it's happened, when I was a mechanic, it happened to me a lot. And obviously we saw Joe Schmodo last year. Yeah. And that was an accident. So they must have determined that our guy Brent, that must have not been an accident. Do we know anything more?
Like, I don't know anymore. I really just found out from the tweet that Lewis put out. But like, I have to agree with you. I mean, it had to be something of like, why would they pick on Duff for this? Because I totally agree with you. This shit happens all the time. These guys are going by so fast. They're looking for their rider, right? Yeah. And once they're looking for their rider, they're not paying attention to anything else. Really. And the guys are coming by so fast that you leave it out for like an extra second, or you put it out an extra second early and you accidentally hit somebody. I mean, obviously this has to be because of the broken finger from Joe Shimoda, right? I mean, that's like where I think this was stemming from. But
I would hope they're not fining for an accident. Like, I don't know.
Hopefully there's a video of something that pops up here in the next day or two where we can actually like see like what happened, or if it was egregious or not.
And I get it. They don't want to have broken fingers, but maybe tell Duff, hey, we saw you hit a rider. We know it was on an accident. You get 3 strikes or something. I don't know. But
yeah, I mean, I guess he's not part of the licensing part, right? Or is he? Like, those guys have to sign up for AMA licenses, right, to get a mechanics band?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
So why wouldn't you just, I would think that you'd have to treat them as if you were, I don't know. It's tough. You can't just give Duff a random fine, and how much is the fine? I mean, it's like, it's not like these guys, it's not like he's making what Deegan makes, where he can just pay a $1,000 fine or $500 fine. I would assume it's probably like $100 or $200, but still, like, how is it justifiable to fine a guy where it's like, I haven't even heard, and you and I, Steve, have heard a lot of shit behind the scenes. This is not like something, Duff is the one that just nails riders all the time. Like, this is not like a second, third, fourth, fifth offense of like Brent Duffy accidentally hitting guys with his pit board. Yeah. This is like the first time I've ever heard of this. And then all of a sudden we just got a whammy fine right on Duff.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll find out more. I'll text them later and find out or something. But they should not fine him. They should like take a tool out of his toolbox and be like, hey, you can't use your 12mm wrench in Glendale. Shit. Like all day. No 12mm wrench. So no adjusting the chain, bro.
Oh, that's
I don't know. Adjusting the chain.
Yeah, or I don't even know. I mean, I feel like a fine is, a little aggressive. Maybe just sit him down and talk to him, and then if it happens again, then fine him. But like, I guess we need more information. Like, did it happen multiple times this season? Is there other people complaining about it? Because that realistically is like, how all this shit really happens. Is somebody's like, oh, this guy hit me, and they complain to the AMA, and then we don't hear about it because it's just like a complaint, and then maybe it did happen again. That's me assuming. People, that's me assuming. I mean, so I'm not saying that happened. I'm just saying that, this is how I could see it happening and why Duff got a fine. It just seems pretty crazy to just be throwing out fucking fines for getting hit with a pit bull first time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly. So all right, okay, yeah. We'll back to the racing though. Sorry, track talkers.
No, you're good. Well, we got to talk about it, right? Levi Kitchen in the second moto, he looked really good. For a long time there, he had Deegan at bay, and then it just unfortunately seemed like he got tired, tightened up, and then that was that.
Tightened up. Yeah, that's how racers do it. Nobody gets tired anymore. They just get tight.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously tired because it's,
the reason, what I noticed?
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I just noticed him screwing up that over the table. He jumped on a lot and later in the race, and that was all the Deegs needed to get blood in the water,
Yeah.
So to me, that rhythm was huge, and he couldn't nail it like 2 or 3 times. And I think he also didn't do the 3-3 one time. And I mean, you guys know that all happens as you get tired. Those mistakes happen, or a little laziness on throttle, clutch, and all of that. And that's all that Deegs needs. So I talked to him after the race. I was wondering if he would be a bit bummed, because let's face it, Deegan dominated him. Deegan, he tried to push Deegs out of the way, and Deegs,
and then he cut under
and cut underneath him. So like, I was thinking like all of this might be a problem, and Kitch might be pissed. But dude, he was in a good mood after the race, and he was like, yeah, he's ripping right now, meaning Deegan, and I'm just happy to get his season back on track. So I was wondering about his attitude, but yeah, I mean, I think if this is a title fight, if he's in this title fight, then he is not happy about Houston. But because it's gone so poorly, he's like, cool, man, right on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was about to say, though, is like, bro, the shit has been hitting the fan for the Levi Kitchen team up until this point. I mean, I would not think he would get his first podium by round, 4. Like, no one had this on the ballot. So I think people don't give him enough credit for bouncing back and to put 3 races, together.
Credit? What are you talking about, credit? I'm personally like, okay, I like Levi, and I agree with Steve. I was really impressed with his response, but I'm not giving Levi credit for Houston. Like, about fucking time, right? I mean, dude, this kid came in, I'm like hyping him up. I see the videos at the pro circuit track. He's absolutely shredding. I mean, dude, there is more of a problem than, just being able to get through the first couple corners with some bad luck. I'm sorry. It's more of a problem than that. You don't go 3 rounds that fast, and then finally at the 4th round, you get on the podium. Steve, I mean, yes or no?
I think it can be both. I think you can be like about time and then also give him credit because he did ride well, and it was 3 motos that he put together. So like, think about it. Coming into this weekend, he had 3 first turn crashes in 3 races, and then he went through 3 more in one night and did okay. So he like literally like doubled his success rate in one night. So I think
right now he's 50-50.
Yeah, 50-50. So I think you can give him credit and also say about time,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just frustrating because I think we all like Levi Kitchen. He's a really good kid. And like, he's got good character, and, you want to see him succeed. And then you're looking down at him and you're looking at the little stuff that's happening. And you're like, dude, at this point, just stop on the gate and ride around the first corner and then just ride the rest of the race, and you'll almost podium, especially right now. It would really, I could see him if he just rolled around the first corner and just made it through the first lap. I could see him getting a podium in a 15-minute main event just by riding through the pack. But,
sure. Yeah.
But, you got to get figured out at some point. And like you guys said, he did get it figured out this weekend. We had 3 starts, 3 pretty damn good starts, 3 pretty damn good finishes. The last one, I don't really know if he needed to stick it in on Deegs when he should have been racing forward. I do get the reason for sticking it in on Deegs because, you want to let him know that you're not afraid of him. But at this point, you're so far out of the championship, you should just be thinking about the best ride you can do and not about the guy that's winning the points by like 6 zillion. And not only that, but just is above and beyond the rest of the class.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? Did we hammer that in? I think we're not.
Yes.
Dialed.
Yep.
Okay. Ty wanted to talk about Rider D. And I guess we just start out with the day with a little bit of positive of, Rider D really being close to beating Deegan in lap times in the practice. I mean, that was impressive. And he's been doing that week to week. Now, he wasn't very impressive in the races. He was impressive.
Did he just I couldn't see him when I was watching TV. Like I could just see him on the start. Was he just getting stuck in the back and just not moving forward? Or where was he at? Was he fighting back through the pack or?
Yeah, bad starts and then moving up and then just kind of running out of time each time. Yeah.
Yeah. So his results.
He rode all right.
Yeah. His results for everybody listening were first moto 6th, second moto 5th, third moto 5th. And then Rider D ended up with a 5th overall, which we're kind of
started around 10th every time to me.
Damn. That's pretty uncharacteristic for Rider D, especially 3 starts in a row.
Yeah, I will say that. He's been a better starter this season, but it definitely seemed like, we saw a flash of a little bit of, okay, we are definitely getting better, but we still got some shit to work on,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Fair. Yeah. Yep.
Ty?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. My guy, my best friend, the best teammate in the world, Max Anstey finishes. Max Anstey finishes the night, looking pretty good. But wow, I was expecting so much coming into the Triple Crown. He's had the starts this season. He's been doing well. Comes out of the gate. He even looked really good in practice. I think that second practice he ended up P1. I mean, that wasn't the overall, but he ended up on top of the board in the second qualifying session, which I thought was really impressive. But, in that first race, he needed to go get it done and needed to go change the narrative. And he gets a bad start and then does that in the second moto. And then finally puts a, decent moto together in race 3. Steve, what are your thoughts on, I guess his whole championship run? Is he still even eligible in this thing? And can he have a turnaround race at the next round?
No. Who's second in the points? Probably McAdoo?
Yeah, I think it's McAdoo.
I think it's McAdoo.
It's Max Anstey with 74 points. And
then
Michael Mosman had 73.
Oh, that's right, at A1.
Yeah. McAdoo's all the way down in 6 with 60.
So, Ty, what's the points gap right now between Deegan and Max?
11.
No.
Sorry, 20.
Yeah, I'm
21.
Yeah,
21. Sorry.
So, okay,
I was looking at it too quick.
Ty's better at motocross than Adam, and Adam is better at supercross, and Adam is better at math than Ty. So it's 2-1 right now.
Oh, don't even get me started because I felt like a damn mathematician in the last race of the 450 class. Holy
I know,
shit.
Right?
Go ahead.
No, so Max told Lewis, because obviously those guys stick together, that due to the pressure in the dome, even though it's not pressurized, but the air pressure in the dome, the bike was too fast. I don't really know how that correlates.
Sense. Yeah, that shit makes sense.
I don't really know because it's not a pressurized dome, so I don't know. I have no idea. But they slowed the bike down, and this helped off the start for the third one. So they're a little bit late to doing that.
Wait a minute. This was real? That wasn't a joke? That wasn't sarcasm?
No, he told Lewis that. He said they slowed the bike down for the third main, and it was way better. So he was catching D's. He rode great to catch him. But too little, too late, right? He crashed in one of them. And then the other one was not great. And yeah, Max Anstey, man, I'm surprised he's still second in the points. Like, I guess Ryder D's not there and Mac's not there. But,
well, the problem is Moseman goes down, right? In the second one?
Yeah.
Front.
Moseman went down. And then Hymas out. So, yeah, Max has kind of got it by default here. But, man, think about that Anaheim 1 performance for Max Anstey. And now here we are 3 races later, and he just doesn't look anywhere near the same.
No, it's like, I
know.
I
doesn't even look like the same person.
Yeah, I thought after A1, I'm like, holy shit, dude. We got the speed to not only win the championship, but we got the speed to beat Deegs. Like, straight up, like, toe-to-toe. I think he could, on a good night, I'm saying Deegs is going to be faster than Max. But, there was some light to where I was like, okay, Max Anstey is so tuned in right now and looks so good on this bike at A1 that I think he could go toe-to-toe, and this is going to be a straight dogfight. And then we go to San Diego. He gets taken out, and then we have the teammate, whatever, chatter fight, BS. It wasn't a real fight, but, whatever went on during the week. And then we come out after that to A2, and then we come unraveled a little bit. And now Houston, the third race, the final race, we finally get it figured out. And it's like too little, too late. Deegs is absolutely dominating, and he looks tuned in more than ever. And it's just like, I don't know how you beat the kid. I really don't.
No, yeah. He was the favorite coming in, and Anaheim 1 was shaky, but he's back and he looked great. I mean, his closing speed on guys, like when he gets close to him, is really impressive. And I mean, dude, did he put a wheel wrong in any of those 3 mains? Really? Like, the whoops were easy. And then he nailed those, and he looked great. I listen, man, I'm an idiot. I wrote after A1 that I'm like, hey, Deegs is probably still going to win this title, but I think Kitchen and Max are as fast or faster than him, raw speed.
Yeah.
And then,
dude, that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like.
It did look like that for a round.
Yeah, but I shouldn't have wrote that. That was dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was just. I know it sounds bad, but, as a fan, I'm a Deegan fan. I know you're not. I know you're in between, Steve. But, we wanted to see some hope, I guess, to have a fight for this championship. We want to see those guys get in there. And obviously Deegs was the favorite and is the favorite and now is absolutely shredding, on the track and just looks perfectly tuned in. But, at A1, it felt like we were reaching for a little bit of hope between Levi Kitchen and Max Anstey. And now, it's just so hard to be a well-rounded rider like Deegan is. It seems like those guys, Max and Levi, and even McAdoo's gotten a little better for sure, more consistent. But across the board, just seems like Deegan is checking all the boxes and he has the complete package. And in the 250 class, the guy who has the complete package is the guy who's going to win the championship.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. He's great, we thought he'd win. So he's doing what we all thought he would do.
Yep. Boom, boom, boom.
How about throwing shit at JT on the podium with like, hey, you finally give me credit for some whoops.
Hey, I'm here for it.
I mean, realistically, it got shadowed by the Who comment, right?
Does JT have any beef with Hayden, or just Hayden does have a little beef with JT?
Hayden's got a little beef with JT. Brian and Hayden, even though they claim they don't care, they very much care what people say. They do all this stuff for shock value, and then they act like when people say something about how they don't act like a regular racer, then they get mad about it. But the last few weeks, you notice he hasn't even been looking at JT, basically kind of like how probably Adam's chick looks at him, doesn't even look at him. But this week he looked at him and then made a comment about the whoops, But also, you guys race, those whoops were nothing, man. Good job. I just finished saying how good he was, so I think I can.
Yes, absolutely. Say this, vent a little bit, Steve. Vent.
I just don't think you can be like, hey, dude, I crushed those whoops. I was telling Savachi and AP that I could blitz those on track walk. Now, could I? No. But
dude, honestly, I know this sounds messed up, but I really think if I gave you a Supercross suspension setup, I could get you to make it through that set of whoops. I know
100%,
that sounds bad, but like, dude, they were that easy. And
yeah, they were that easy.
You got to give Dirtworks a little bit of credit, because the thing about it is that dirt was so shitty for whoops. You know, it gets so cupped and so chucked and so, you know, every single cup with that rear tire by the end of the night is going to be a different direction. So you don't have to make the whoops super, super hard, like big, gnarly, beefy whoops, to make them very technical. And, you know, as easy as they were at the beginning when they were all rolled over, they definitely were technical at the end. I mean, Kenny's bike stepped out.
Yeah.
You saw Vincent Way. He just absolutely grenaded himself, which, you know, that tends to happen a little bit. But we're gonna, that's
don't be talking
there.
shit, bro. That's Steve's boy right there.
Dude,
I love my
Vincent.
guy, but I don't understand how his dad barely ever crashed. His dad rarely crashed. He barely pushed himself outside his comfort level. He's a very consistent guy, and his kid is like Guy Cooper. Like, it's nuts. So
He does
I don't really get that.
He does get caught up in his feels for sure.
Oh, that's funny.
But anyways, no. So like, it's just weird because like Hayden knows those whoops are easy, but for him to on the podium to say you finally give me credit for whoops,
yeah,
it's like Hayden knows those whoops are easy. But hey, whatever. Here we are. Let's just talk about how great he was on the track, because he really was.
Yeah,
he was phenomenal.
He was awesome.
Yeah, he looked like Ty out there crushing it.
Oh my gosh!
Hell
all right,
yeah.
is there anything else in the 250 class that you guys want to touch on?
Shout out Crockett Myers, man. He's on Yellow Magic. He's made all the mains, I think. And
come on,
Crockett. What?
No, I love it. This is what I love.
No. Me and Addy talk about him almost every week.
Ever since he fucking went out on the LCQ at Anaheim, we have just been Crockett Meyer, like, riding the wave.
Like, dude, he hasn't made a lot of mains. He didn't ride that well in the past. He didn't make a lot of mains. And he's just showing up on a bike that, let's face it, probably isn't as good as the Yamaha.
Yeah.
And he's putting in the main events. So Crockett Myers is a good job. Varize is back too. Like, I don't know what happened to Varize. He was injured for a while. I saw him racing a Stark in Paris. That didn't go well. And Varize is just in main events. He was finishing 10th or whatever. So shout out Varize and Myers.
Yeah, getting it done.
Hey, Crockett Myers now is 18th in the championship.
Yeah, dude. No one had that for that kid. And then what about our guy Wageman? He's going to be okay, but did you see on his social?
Yes, bro.
That was nasty.
Gnarly.
Dude, when I seen him down, I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. Like,
poor Robbie.
He was riding so good this season, and he's just been up front. Like, his starts were better. He's just been riding good. And it's like, that's another guy you just want to see be successful.
Yeah, for sure. No, absolutely. And Thury's better than he's been in years too.
Yeah,
he's stepped up.
Thury was really good. Thury was really good. Main event guy, getting near the top 10. And then the last couple of years, I don't know if it's because like he's just got a super hot wife, or he doesn't stays home with her and doesn't practice. But like, dude, he's better this year. Yeah, Thury's found the fountain of youth.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to call it, he's definitely getting it done.
Yeah.
I mean, him riding in that 250 B practice, I was watching him like a hawk, and I'm like, dude, we're tripling out of the corner and through the banana. I mean, on the 250, it was impressive. He was going for it, and you can see that there is a different level of motivation with Thury. He just looks like he wants it, and that's really, you know, as a privateer, if you want to make it, you got to want it bad, because you got just about everything going up against you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, for sure. There's that class. There's no bigger difference in our sport than bikes in that class. And, you know, from a factory bike to what the privateers are running. And then, you know, and if you're older too, it's harder to stay on that razor's edge that those kids do. And so, no, shout out to those guys. Yeah.
All right. Well, since we're giving shout outs, we want to shout out our sponsors: Twisted Tea, Dirt Trick, Sprockets, Stan Benson Racing, Guts Racing, SKD, and Dylan Young Enterprises Construction Company out of Paso Robles helping us out. Make sure you guys go check out those sponsors and support the people.
A construction company?
Yeah, construction.
Construction. Like, can he build houses, or what's he doing?
Yes, he's building houses. He builds whatever kind of you need. So like if there's a big construction project, if you need a house built, whatever that might be,
parking structure, office building,
bop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, whatever you need, we have everything to get it done at Dylan Young Enterprises.
Nice.
Let's move on to the 450 class. Oh, boys.
What?
It was looking so good in the first one for the boys over the RD10, dude. I was like, go Kenny, let's go. I was like, oh yeah, we got it. I called this shit last week on the show. Ken Roczen, number 1, numero uno. We went out, smoked everybody. Nobody had a shot, right? I mean, isn't that what it seemed like first moto?
I mean, I wouldn't say
Chase
no one had a shot.
I mean, Chase was
Chase was catching him. Chase was catching him, and then we put down the heat, boys, mid-moto. Okay. Did we not?
Ty, is he like this every week?
Yes. Yes.
Dude. I pray for you,
every
Ty. You
week,
gotta deal
Steve.
with this. You gotta deal with this? Yeah,
dude, I don't know what you want me to say. The bike just looks phenomenal. The rider looks phenomenal.
You don't know what you know what we want to say. You know what we want to say. Put a goddamn electric start on your bike, please. Bruh, that's what we want to say.
Dude, in the famous words of Suzuki, next year, boys. Next year. Next year, we're going to get it. Next year. Just wait one more year.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
What, Steve?
What, Ty? No,
I think Suzuki will probably get electric start when Pulpmx gets an app.
Oh, dude.
Oh, damn, Steve.
That's after I stuck up for you, Ty. That's after I
stuck up
for you. Shit. Listen, I've been hearing deep sources that there is a new RMZ coming out for reals.
Really?
Steve?
Yep.
Steve, dude, let's put it this way, bro.
Adam, there's been some way more Japanese guys hanging around Pipes' truck than ever before the last, say, 6 months.
Yeah.
Or 7 months. There's Japanese guys coming. They were testing in Florida. Yellow Magic, man. They are coming back, and there is a new bike coming. I think it's coming out. I don't know when. I don't want to start promising anything, but I think they're going to put some effort into this.
Okay.
Well, I mean, bro, the boys are doing good right now.
They are, yeah. Yep.
I mean, let's put it this way. I cannot deny anything Steve says here. But with that being said, I've also heard there's a new bike coming out every year for the last 4 years. I think I've been hearing it like since I was racing.
No. This is deep sources.
Well, dude, I mean, no, I believe you. When I see the Japanese Suzuki guys there with their computers and their calculators and they're looking at the bikes, this is actually giving me hope because I haven't seen any of that before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I haven't seen that happen at all. So,
dude,
but with that being said, that's like kind of, within the last year or two, that's kind of been happening. And how long does it actually take to manufacture a new motorcycle? So it would be cool if it was next year. And I would love that. That would, I think we need it.
Would you come back if there was a new bike?
Absolutely. In a heartbeat, dude. Sign me up.
Nice.
Sign me up, bro. I'll drop like 60 pounds in like a month and I'll be ready for A1. You know what I mean?
Hey, Duff just texted me and said, can I come on your show briefly to talk about my fine? I want to explain it.
Yes, so we need a debrief on the fine.
Stay tuned tomorrow night, the Pulpmx show. Yeah.
When Duff texts you and he's like, yes, I want to come on the show. May I express my feelings? Yeah. Oh, geez, that's awesome.
Back to this race, though. Yes, Kenny. Can I just say no hate comms on Kenny because he's literally one of my favorite guys to deal with.
Yep.
And he's a hell of a human being.
Yep.
And his little kid is cool. Courtney's cool.
Okay, we're getting a lot of hype right now. Let's see
Courtney's
what happens.
dad is cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
we're really laying it on thick.
Something's coming quick here.
His dad's cool. I've talked to his dad a couple times. Old Heike or Heiko or whatever. Nice guy.
Yeah.
And I like Germany. I like Germany.
Okay. Okay, great. So we're really, kissing ass right now.
He kind of threw that away, that race.
Kind of?
Like in the third one, like, what are we doing, Kenny? Like, he needed Cooper for the win late in the race. That wasn't going to happen. As we know, Cooper is a dog. You're not going to get him late in that race.
No.
So I'm not counting that part. I'm just counting to the part that got him back to where that was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to agree with you. It was frustrating. Yeah. Let's put it this way. When I watched that third race, usually like when we get on the podium, I say we, I'm not even part of the team. I'm the VIP host. Usually when the team gets a podium, PMG, I'm really stoked. I'm like, oh yeah, we got some freaking points. That was so sick. It was a weird feeling. After the race, I was like, ooh, that one got away, didn't it? That was some points that we should have had,
Yeah.
And I think you could tell in Ken Roczen's voice, and you could tell in the way that he was expressing how much he needed to get the pass on Anderson. I haven't really seen Kenny or heard Kenny pinpoint something of that amount of frustration where he's like, I should have, if I would have got him at this point, I would have won the race. And you could tell the way that he said it was definitely a little pissed off and a little frustrated. I don't think he's actually mad at anybody in general. I mean, maybe a little bit. Obviously, once you're done with the race, you have way more emotions than you do today. But regardless, he definitely knows he let one get away that he should have had. And that's a difficult situation to be in, especially when you're going up against Eli, who just completely obliterates himself in the second race, comes back and wins, and somehow, still is what did he end up in that overall?
Eli's fifth, I think.
Yeah, still ends up
He ended up fourth.
Oh, shit. He was fourth.
He tied Chase for fourth and fifth, but he got the tiebreaker and won the last moto.
Especially like what happened to Eli, he was winning. He got kicked back to third. Then he regrouped and won. And Kenny was up there and then got kicked back, but couldn't get it back. And then also, so we did the Fly Racing Racer X review just an hour ago. And I brought Jason taking Kenny high in that turn. For sure, Jason didn't know it was Kenny. He never would have done that if he knew it was Kenny. I brought up Jason taking Kenny high in that turn to Kenny in his motorhome. And I felt like Kenny was holding his tongue a little bit and telling me about it. And then Weege said that he did not get the sense that Kenny was holding his tongue, because Kenny was like, yeah, that was a tough one. So that's what I was saying. I felt like Kenny wanted to, go off a little bit on that. But then Jason opened the motorhome door, like almost as we were talking about that.
Yeah.
That was weird. And Jason's like, hey man, good job. Good race. I'll see you next week. And Kenny's like, yeah, I'll see you next week. Good race to Jason. And then that was it. But, I felt like that knocked Kenny out of his rhythm. Now, Jason let him by like 2 laps later or maybe a lap later. So no harm, no foul in that way. But dude, that kind of, you guys know that he's charging. He gets taken up high. He gets past. Jason doesn't help him by. He gets passed again, loses the rhythm, can't get it back, so.
Yeah. And that's been a hot topic of the season, right? Is like, I think this is, more pronounced. I wish I had a better word, but it just seems like it's so important this season to not break that rhythm. I mean, we've seen Eli Tomac be able to come back from it in San Diego and make the pass, but then you see it at A2 where Hunter broke his rhythm and then he couldn't find it again. And these guys are going so fast and hitting these lines so perfect. They've built that momentum through that 20 lap or, through the 20-minute main event to where they're able to hit their marks a little bit more, little more gas here, little more gas there. And they're able to keep that momentum up to where they're building. And then at the end, they have that speed to kind of sustain and have that fight. And when those guys break that rhythm and they can't find that rhythm again, you know, you don't have the speed to move back forward. And that's exactly what happened with Kenny. And, you know, it's a hard situation, right? Because Jason is riding so good that Jason's fighting for a possible win right now, especially at a Triple Crown. You know, like if he's going to get maybe not an overall win, but like a moto win, you know, and like he's fighting for the win. And so I'm not expecting him to move out of the way from Kenny, which I see the way that Jason Anderson has been riding everybody else. And that pass still wasn't anything like, you know, what it would have been to any other rider. You know, I don't think that Jason was thinking that Kenny was there, and I think he would have gave him more leeway if he knew it was Kenny, but it still wasn't as aggressive as what he did to Eli. You know, it wasn't as aggressive as anything else, and that's the way that we know Jason rides. So at some point, somebody's going to get pissed off, you know, and I think that at the age that Kenny and Jason are at, I think they're able to handle it. Now, emotions are running high on the weekend, and like you said, there was that awkward moment between JA and Kenny, and I'm sure Kenny's going to feel some type of way for a little bit, but you got to move forward. You can't let that shit sink in, and you can't hold on to it, and you got to just go to the next weekend, right?
Yeah, for sure. No, for sure. And ultimately, he made up points on Eli Tomac, which is,
there you go.
You know, ultimately a positive of the night. So,
he just could have made up. I mean, you know what a momentum shift does when you get a win and you could have made up even more points. You know, that's the problem, is you just know that it was that close.
He left 5 points there on the table for sure. But still a good race.
Ty, anything else on that? On the Ken Roczen, I guess, ride through the night?
I mean, ultimately, though, I mean, you can't. Like, Jason's no victim in this story. Like, if Kenny needs to beat him, like, he needs to start in front of him. Like, Jason was just doing his job and just doing what he knows how to do and just ride every position as tough and as hard as he can. And just Kenny was probably thinking that he was just going to kind of be easy on him, and Jason was still in that fight or flight mode and kind of pushing him up high in race 2, and then was still kind of holding him up in race 3. But I feel like that's kind of Jason's job. If Kenny was a little bit more aggressive and like showed Jason his front wheel and stuff like that to let him know that it was a yellow front fender, I think it would have been a different story as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, it's like now I'm thinking about the pass more and more. Like, do you think that Kenny would have tried to pass Hunter or Eli around the outside?
Fuck no.
Hell no. So, like, and I really, really like Kenny. I mean, Steve, like, everybody likes Kenny. He's a really good dude. We want to see him win. There's just so much. There's the story behind him being able to come back and win this championship is like what we all want to see, right? But you got to make it happen at the beginning of the race. And I guess he just said it himself. He's got to make the pass on Jason. I'm sure he's going to learn from this and he's going to move on, right?
Yep.
Everybody in agreement?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Should we touch on Hunter Lawrence's ride a little bit? I mean, Mr. Consistent, right? 3
seconds in a row, man. That's gotta sting when you don't have a win. But I mean, dude, we all think the win's coming real soon. So
it is. There's no question.
I have a freaking a point on this because Johnny Almaro did an interview with I always forget her name. But
Will Christian?
About like about Christian, and just looking at their strategy and hearing Johnny Almaro speak and stuff like that, dude, I really don't think they're worried about like results as far as like a win per se.
What?
But they want to be on the box. No, hear me out. I think they want to be on the box every single round, and the win is going to come if he can keep on doing that. But Imagine setting up your rider in the position of like a strategy before the season and saying like, this is where you have to be. You have to be 1 through 4 with this many races, and then you're going to be in the championship fight. Like, put a results aside. Like, this is where you need to finish every single main event, and we're going to be there, and we're going to be fighting towards the end. Like, the win's going to come. Like, take the pressure of the win away. Let's just focus on doing the best, being up front, and then picking a few guys that we need to beat every single weekend to make up points to be in the championship at the end. And if you do that, then the win will be there, and it's going to not be this huge golden goose egg of like what you're trying to grab where you're not overthinking about it. You're still in the championship fight.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's that's a good strategy.
I don't know. I disagree.
Because bro, you can't be like Chase and just win one and then, get fit the next one.
Yeah, but dude, the thing about this sport is we know how mental the game is. And if you can't pluck off a win, it's almost like you're stacking a brick one at a time. That makes it fucking harder and harder and harder and harder to come away with a win. It's like every time he gets a podium and doesn't get that win,
Adam,
it almost gets harder.
But you're not thinking about the big picture, and I think Honda and Hunter are all on the same page. What they want is a championship. And
dude, you're gonna have to win to get the championship.
Tim Ferry didn't. But that's
fucking
about it.
Steve.
But that was about it.
I mean, I saw
you.
Tim Ferry on the second all-time list right behind Guy Cooper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I do not care. I want to know where's Fowler when you need him?
Adam,
I want to know how many times a 450 or 250 championship has been won without like 4 to 5 wins. I want to know the last time that fucking happened and how many times it's happened compared to not.
You want another funny Tim Ferry stat? I'll give you
Yes.
guys another funny Tim Ferry
I
stat.
love it.
So he won. So he won the Supercross title by never winning a race. He got a bunch of seconds.
Yep.
He's second all time in the number of seconds without a win behind Guy Cooper. Also, he won 4 or 5 nationals in both classes in his career.
Yep.
And every one of his wins were 2-2 for the overall. Yeah. But he won motos.
Gosh.
He won motos both classes. He never won an overall when he won a moto.
That's an insane.
But when he did
It's-
win an overall, it was a 2-2.
2-2. How crazy is that?
That is wild.
That's insane.
Yes. But okay, back to this. No, I mean, you guys are both right again. Like, because Hunter, if you're on the box every single week, you will win the championship. It's that simple. If you never win a race and you get second and thirds for 17 weeks, you will win the title for sure. But that won't happen because you'll be so consistent. You're going to get a win.
Thank you, Steve. It's going to happen no matter. I feel like it's going to happen if he just keeps on putting himself into those situations and being up there.
But the problem is now Cooper Webb is going to be firing, and you have too many guys that are too old and too consistent that have figured out this game. You can't just do it with staying on the box. It's not going to happen. You have to win. You have to get that belief inside you.
He will.
He
Okay,
will.
how much longer until he gets a win?
From a rider and team perspective on managing emotions, you have to you can't just be focusing on the win or bust.
No, that is not what I'm saying.
Because that's not how you win a championship.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
It sounds like that's what you're saying.
You can't do win or bust. You're not going to win the championship by being the fastest guy, but then crashing. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You got to be consistent, but you also got to win. That's what I'm saying. It's a new level. This 450 class is built different now. It is not the same. You have to win and you have to be consistent. You can't just go out there and get a third, a second, a third, because one of those is going to be a fourth or a fifth eventually. If you're just a podium guy and you can't figure out how to turn the notch up to get to the top spot, you're going to end up getting force and fists.
I don't know.
Because eventually you're going to have to ride from about an 8th to get a podium eventually. And you need number 1 spot speed to be able to do that.
All right, let's put the championship talk aside. I was actually very intrigued on how shitty Hunter Lawrence's front end looked, and I was very skeptical about how his night was going to go after he kind of lost traction in his front end and did that weirdo crash right before the mechanics area. And then I was looking at his front end throughout the whole like rest of the motos, and it seemed like he was avoiding ruts because his front end wasn't staying inside the ruts. Like he was making it work and he was going where his bike worked, but it still seems like he has some front end issues and still getting that figured out. Did you guys hear anything over the weekend?
I did not. I didn't notice that. I know obviously if he just doesn't have that sort of dorky crash, he wins the overall.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then if he picks his bike up sooner, he wins the overall. But I never noticed that. They are so I was talking to a deep source at Honda.
Love the deep sources. So Lars, yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
And they were telling me that Anaheim 2, he really loved the bike, that they felt like they had gotten fixed over their problems that they had spoken about earlier in the year, but that with the softer dirt in Houston, there were some problems with the forks again. So then I said, well, Glendale will be closer to Anaheim dirt, and so maybe the Anaheim setup will be, you'll be back to loving it again. And they were like, yeah, maybe. So
yeah. Well, there you go.
And it wasn't Lars.
I mean, Brandon Shear, Lars, who else can I name?
I mean, I got deep sources on that team.
Dude, you have deep sources everywhere. That's why you're Pulpmx. That's why you're Steve Matthes. I mean, we know you got the inside line. I mean, there's no other way. All right. Anything else we want to talk about in the 450 class? That way we can thank Steve and let him go for the night.
Yes. Yes. Cooper Webb's a dog. Never at any point.
God.
Never at any point was I like, dude, look at Webb. Look at Webb. He's whipping. Or look at Webb. He jumped that, or he did that. Like, nope. But the track was breaking down and the corners were getting shitty and Webb was getting better. So that was such a Webby win. It wasn't even funny. That's exactly how he does it. And Tomac's crash was weird as fuck, but he said he hit the rear brake. And that's weird too, because he's Eli Tomac. That's something I would do. Like, hey, Matt, this is what happened. Yeah. I'm like, I hit the rear brake. But
it's kind of true.
Yeah, for sure.
It seems like a not pro thing, or like at least not Eli Tomac.
No, yeah. He's gnarly. But anyway, shout out to him for rebounding after that gnarly crash.
Yeah.
To win the last one. And then Chase Sexton. I don't know, man.
Bro, hold on. Before we go, I want to know Steve's opinion. What'd you think of Jorge Prado just going to the left and putting his bike right in front of Hunter Lawrence before that 3-3 across the start straight?
Dude, it was more than just
no
Hunter.
Fucks.
There was Webb. There was Hunter. There was a few guys. Yeah,
I know, but the Hunter one was the only one I seen on TV where it was like, oh my God, bro, you're so lucky that you're not in front of freaking Jason or somebody that would just launch their bike into you.
Yeah, man. Look, he had that rep coming in, and there's been nothing to dispel it. Like it was brutal. There was a couple of instances. Like if he keeps that up,
shit, dude, he's gonna get.
If he keeps that up, Ty, you're right. Yeah, he is going to get teed up by someone.
Dude, like ridiculous.
Yeah, not cool. You guys have been in that instance because sometimes by accident you cross jump somebody. You're setting up for a turn.
Yeah.
Or you get kicked. It happens. But dude, that guy was.
That is not on accident.
2 or 3 times. No.
Yeah, and too when he's doing it with no ruts in the transitions or anything like that, I'm just like, oh my God, dude.
Well, and too, you can see him doing it off the lip. Like, and it's like, it's weird that it doesn't look sporadic. Like, we know, I have ridden a dirt bike long enough to know that you did that shit on purpose, son.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, Cooper Webb is just a dog. Chase Sexton, I mean, I guess you said it right, Steve. I know you have the whole new segment on your show, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I mean, he almost hit the gate again, and then he washed his front end out, and then he was super fast in the first one. So
yeah,
like,
but
we got
and then he was super fast in the first one, but then he literally got yarded by Kenny. Then he goes down in Moto 2, right? Tucky fronty in Moto 2. And then in Moto 3.
No, I think Tucky front end was Moto 3, wasn't it?
It could have been. Hold on. I don't.
Yeah.
Let me
His
check.
worst finish was 9th in Moto 2.
Yeah, so it was probably not. It was probably Moto 2. I thought it was Moto 2. But I could be wrong. The people in the comments are going to correct us. Don't worry.
Okay. Anyways, we got the full Chase experience. Like, it was great. It was everything we signed up for. Super fast.
Dude, come on, Steve.
What, man? I'm a Chase Sexton fan, but I didn't even go to try to interview him after the race. Like, I'm like, there is no chance this dude wants to talk to anyone.
No.
You know, like I'm not even going to go try to talk to him. He's really cool. He's really honest and open. He gives the media a lot of his time, as you guys both know. But in this instance, I'm like, there is no way that his night was even okay. You know, in his eyes.
What do you think it is? Like, realistically, like, I know it's not just one thing, but how much of I don't want to use the word blame. I just like, okay, so if we had a percentage pie of like, okay, this is Chase Sexton having problems and this is Kawasaki bike having, not being perfect. How much, like, are we going 50-50? Are we going 80-10? What's your perspective on, like, how can we fix this and where do we lean, I guess, the blame?
Oh my God, I have the perfect answer for this, and Weston Pike jumped in my head.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ty.
Well, we had Weston on like A1 after A1, Steve, and he said, it's fucking 100% Chase, bro. He did it on the Honda, he did it on the KTM, and now he did it on the Kawasaki. How can you tell me that it's not Chase?
Yeah, I mean, I would lean heavily towards Chase. Not 100% though, but yes.
Okay, let's hear your percent. Let's hear your percent. Oh, not 100%. Quote him on that.
The blame pie.
Yeah, the blame pie.
You guys are taking a pulp thing.
Is that? I didn't even know that. I'm sorry, Steve. Shit.
Stop it.
Well, I really didn't. I really didn't. I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
The track talkers are going to take over pulp for a show, which is going to happen.
Yep. We need to know these things. We need to know.
You need to learn
things.
everything.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Who's sitting in my seat and who's the guest?
Oh, I'm for sure sitting in your seat. No question. No question.
I think I can run a show better than Adam. Steve. Come on. Adam will just talk the whole entire show and not let anybody else speak.
That's kind of the point of the show, that you have to talk more than the rest of the people. You have to run the show. But I want to hear the blame pie. I want to hear the Pulpmx segment that we straight up stole, the blame pie. Just give me the blame pie.
It's 86% Chase. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you know what? Kiefer's an idiot, but he had a good theory on that show.
Okay, let's hear it.
Kiefer, and this is a good point. Like, he's a racer like you guys are. Like, he's like, okay, think how gnarly. Chase is like Eli and Hurlings. They're ripped as human beings.
Yeah.
They ride motorcycles really hard. They push it, under braking, under acceleration. Their core strength's incredible, so they're able to do all these things on the bike and push it really hard. So, ergo, you need stiff suspension for that because you need to push this bike.
Yep.
But also, I would say Chase has more finesse and he's lighter on the front end than Hurlings or Tomac or other guys because he's so precise. He's like a real combo of like Kenny. He's a combo of Kenny and Eli, right?
Yeah.
And
okay, I can see that.
And that makes your suspension hard to set up because you're trying to set it up for this beast mode guy that pushes bikes, but you also need it light enough where
to have finesse.
And finesse the bike around. And Kiefer's like, maybe Honda and KTM and Cowie we all know you can't set a bike up perfectly. This isn't road racing.
Yeah.
You cannot do that. So all these teams are like, okay, let's try to hit the mark of having this bike that can stand up to this beast, but then also be able to like be light as a feather in certain spots.
Yep.
It's not a bad theory.
No, it's really spot on. I mean, I couldn't agree with it more, to be honest. It's just a hard setup, but that's on him as well. And that's why we're blaming him 86% is because it not only is it hard to set up for Chase Sexton because he is this man of many talents, but he's got to know how to tell that to Kawasaki when it's going to be that technical to be able to do it. So he's got to have good feedback. You know, you got to have good feedback. You got to be a good bike setup guy. And I think that's something that he hasn't perfected.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. And so, he's trying to ride this bike and trying to like get the feel he wants. But when he's not on his game, it pushes or it bottoms or it whatever. I mean, we're only 4 races into his Kawasaki tenure, but this looks a lot like Honda and KTM days.
It's a spitting image.
Having said that, he won 7 races last year, and he's got 1 down now. So, he can go on a hell of a run here,
Yeah, he definitely can. He's the guy that can do it. Well, Steve, we appreciate you being on the show. Let's talk a little bit about your LCQ challenge before you go.
Yeah, we're doing that again. Super stoked. We're doing it. Adam, you're a former winner of this thing, not the race, but of the series long championship.
Yep.
Were you the first one?
Yes.
Were you the inaugural winner?
Yes.
Was Cade?
I was the very first.
You were first.
One. Yep.
Dude, so you got 30-something grand.
Yes. Yep. I got 36,000.
So that's about what the winner takes home now.
That's pretty cool.
But anyways, we're doing the same thing again. Top 17 in the 450 LCQs get in. There's 5 wild cards. I usually pick 5 250 dudes.
Yep.
And we're doing it again. And Pulpmx.com. The winner gets a 2026 Yamaha YZ450. Shout out to Yamaha for supporting this. We got 21 other prizes. Some from Guts Racing to my dear friend Nick and his meat company to Works Connection to Weisco, all of that. So if you don't win the bike, you have 21 other prizes to win.
Yep.
All the money goes to the riders. We're going to do it at Salt Lake City on Friday.
Nice.
At Salt Lake. And looking forward to it, man. So this thing, if we have a good year, including Adam's 36,000, we will have given over $1 million to privateers since we started this. So that's pretty awesome.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, $1 million, man.
That's insane.
Right. Like, dude, I'm janky Pulpmx. I'm a janky
dude, Steve, I'm
internet
sorry.
Radio guy.
I am sorry, but you cannot keep saying that. We're past you're a janky radio show. I know that's like been like the thing, but we're way past. You're the
I don't know.
I mean, you are the one, right?
I don't know.
Yes. I would beg to differ that you are the one.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I thought Track Talkers was number 1 in my heart.
We got a long way. Hey, we got a long way to go. We're earning our way up there, but we got some years we got to put in.
How do you guys feel about losing Anton? How do we feel about Anton defecting to another show?
Oh, we're bummed, bro.
We're so bummed. We're so bummed. But dude,
it's Anton.
Yeah, but like, okay, dude, look it. This is the deal. I get it. We can't pay Anton a lot. We're the little show. You know what I mean? But Anton has always been really good to us. He's been a really good guy. And I totally understand what you got to do. You got to make money. That's all I hope for Anton.
He grows that beard. Now he thinks he's fucking cool. I don't know, man.
Dude, the beard thing was wild. When he showed up with the beard, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I don't know who this is.
I didn't know Grizzly Adams was in the media, in the moto media, Like,
oh shit. Maybe he was trying to cover, I don't know, maybe new identity. New year, new me.
Yeah. Maybe he was thinking if he grew the beard, you guys would be like, Anton's not around anymore.
Maybe.
I guess he can't do our show.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
But no. Listen, I appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you to Yamaha for this LCQ challenge thing. It's been really cool.
Yep.
So yeah, we you know who's leading the points right now, and it's a big lead right now. Big lead.
Who's that?
Take a guess. Think about
Kevin Morant.
No, because he's made 2 mains, right?
Oh, he has
one.
made 2 mains.
It can't be Cade, right? No, it's not.
It's not Cade.
Who else could it be?
Cade just made one,
dude.
Grant Harlan.
It's Freddie.
No.
Freddie, dude. Freddie's crushing it. He's got a huge lead already.
He's ready for the money. He needs the money. Come on.
Yeah.
He knows what the agenda is. He knows.
Is he going to pull a Nick Schmidt?
Oh, dude.
Is he pulling a Nick Schmidt?
100%. 100%. He knows where the money's at. He knows what he needs to do. You know what, though? You got to win the race at the end, though, right?
Yeah, you pretty much do. Or at least top 3. You got to get top 3 anyway.
You got to win or you got to get podium. So, leading the points up to there is, is a cool deal and you're in. But
hey, Ty, remember when Adam sandbagged the whole thing and then until Vegas he had a clinch and all of a sudden he's right in the main event?
You know what? I want to clear the air on this. I did not sandbag that. And I know everybody said that I sandbagged it. Everybody said that I sandbagged it.
Because, dude, you rode really good in Vegas that year.
Dude, I rode
all of a sudden you were just like in the main event. No problem.
I rode so good in Vegas. Like, I'm talking out of the heat, like, no problem. I think I qualified like 9th or 10th or some shit. Like, insane turnaround. But the week before when I did clinch, I was so sick, Steve. I am talking like I almost didn't get on the fucking flight. And I'm like, dude, I got to seal this deal on this LCQ thing and I got to show up. And like, I am talking, I went out there just dying on the track. Like, how am I even making it around? And I sealed the deal and just after the race just collapsed. Like, literally was just done. Like, thank you, God, this is over. I got the freaking LCQ deal done. You know what I mean? Let's get out of here. Let's fly home. Right. And then the next week, I don't know, Steve. Maybe Jesus helped me. Jesus had the bars. I don't know.
Jesus take the wheel.
I was just ripping. It looked bad. I'm not gonna lie. It looked bad.
Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, no, I'm stoked to do this again. It's cool and gives these privateers some money back. And man, I mean, look, this whole podcast thing is, created a great life for myself and Pookie, and it's nice to give back. And Yamaha is an incredible partner, dude, between the fantasy thing and the LCQ thing. And then Pulpmx gives back, which we help injured riders. Go and donate some money to that.
Yeah.
Yamaha gives us 6 bikes a year, man, to give away to people. Like that, they're such a rad company.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. And then then they go and they sweep Houston. Blue Crew. Super Webb.
Yeah.
Deegs.
Blue Crew.
You can't deny it. I don't know what to tell you.
And Ty, we got electric start.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to say we won the first moto.
That is crazy.
I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? I don't know what to we won the first moto with a kickstart. Yep. I'm not sure. All right. Well, Steve, thank you so much for being on the show. Yep. We'll let you go. And hopefully we'll hear from you again and we'll have you on once more.
Ty, when you coming back to the races?
I gotta figure that out. I have a full-time job, so I'm hoping 2 or 3 weeks, I'll just plan it with work so I can fly in Friday. But that's the plan.
Way better when you're there. It's way better when you're there.
Hey, you know what, Steve? I can't even deny it, dude. I can't deny it.
Oh, okay.
It is way better. The vibes are up. Ty's just electric at the races.
He's electric. That's a great way to put it.
He's just electric.
Thanks, boys. Appreciate it.
Cool. All right, Steve. Have a great night. Tell Pookie we said what's up.
We'll do. See you guys.
All right, bye.
Later.
Bye. Later.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, let's get in. Let's finish this show out. Stan Benson Racing supporting the show. If you guys want to go check out the new Cove motorcycles, you can go ride them. Stan Benson is going to have some ride days. Check their social post. You'll be able to go out there and actually ride a new Cove 450 or 250. Also, Stan Benson Racing right now carrying all the new TLD 2026 gear. They have a huge in-stock availability at the shop. So go to Bakersfield or go online and order some stuff. And not only that, Ty, but they're going to have stuff on display at the races for the Mammoth qualifier. So if you need to grab some new gear, go head over there and grab some TLD from Stan Benson Racing. Let's get right into this thing, Ty. Moto Court is in session.
I've been waiting for this all day, bro.
Okay. I have a couple questions, a couple cases we could analyze. And that first case, Deegan, will the trash talk work forever? Is this something that can just keep working and keep on going through his 250 and 450 career? Number 2, will Chase Sexton ever change? Number 3, who is now the title favorite in the 450 class moving forward? What do you want to debate?
Okay, well, we already know the answer to the last one, Eli Tomac.
I mean, he is leading the championship.
We already answered the Chase. It's Chase 86% of the time, all the time. Okay. And now we're down with Deegan.
Okay, so we're to Deegan.
What side do you want?
I mean, I mean,
you're new to the segment, so
okay.
You're usually
but this is not good for you.
Judge.
This is not good for you, dude. This is not good for you.
It's not good for you,
lawyer,
homeboy.
bro. I'm a lawyer. Okay,
bro. The only lawyer in this family is our little sister.
Till now, bruh. All right, I'm taking the side of I don't think the trash talk's gonna work forever.
Oh, really?
Yes. I think he's going to have to figure it out at some point.
Figure out not to trash talk?
Yes. It's going to hit the fan at some point.
Okay. That's your side.
Okay. So you're taking the other side?
Yeah. You're going first, though.
All right. Cool. All right. Let's start this thing. 3, 2. Well, Deegan, you've already seen it happening, bro. You're getting booed at your hometown crowd and Anaheim, too. The fans are starting to dislike you. You're trash talking everybody. And in this 250 class, these kids are young. They don't know how to make the moves. They're not consistently up in the front. And I think that is the real difference, Uncle Ty, of why this trash talk continues to work. That's why he can say, who? Levi Kitchen, who on the podium this weekend? That's why he's able to get away with this. He even said it in the press conference that he's been a little bit shorter with his words. And I know Deegan is the way he is, and that's the way he's going to be. So obviously he's going to trash talk a little bit, but you can't do this forever. These guys in the 450 class, you see it week in and week out. Eli Tomac, Cooper Webb, Hunter Lawrence, Ken Roczen, now Jason Anderson are there every single week. And they're just swapped out. And when you're talking smack about one of those guys and they're there every week and not in the back and they have all that experience to be able to take you out, you're gonna hit the deck and it's gonna be like getting punched by a heavyweight. It's like going from getting punched by a featherweight to a heavyweight. And once you feel that one time, you're gonna be like Jake Paul, damn, son, you're going to back up. Okay, that's my case. Minute 30 seconds.
Seemed like a little long.
Nope, that was a minute 30 seconds. You
all
ready?
Right. Yes.
3, 2.
Well, big bro, they don't make me all the time, all right? I'm motivated when I talk shit, so I know that I can back it up. That's how I stay motivated, is talk up to these guys, talk down to who I need to talk down to. I give props when props are needed, but right now, I'm the man. And that fool, Hunter Lawrence, that you said I should be worried about, bro, I was already spanking him when I was 17, talking shit to him in outdoor, bro. So,
I mean, that's a valid point.
I should watch what I say. I've been doing this since freaking whenever I was born in 2000. All right? I was growing up on YouTube.
Straight up. He was born in the 2000s.
Hey, I was born on YouTube. I talk shit on the daily. This shit doesn't affect me. It just motivates me. All right? I talk this amount of shit in star racing during the practice track. It's just who I am. I will be humbled when I get humbled. All right? But until then, I'm going to tell him what's up and who the guy is winning the championship, and that's me. And that other guy, Levi Kitchen, who? I'm going to make him my bitch.
Oh, shit, dude. All right. I heard enough. All right, you guys.
Oh, shit.
You guys,
that was funny.
Hey, you guys are the judge. Comment below. Will the trash talk work forever for Hayden Deegan? Do you think it's going to work out? Throw your opinions in the comments below. Man, dude, there's points on both sides.
I know you're a loss at words.
I am, because I will give you this, Ty. It's the way that he gets motivated. It's almost like he
fires himself up.
Yes, it's almost like Deegan's talking shit just to make himself. It's like his way of having accountability.
It is.
You know what
it's
I mean?
like the way he gets locked in.
Yes, it's like he knows that if he talks shit, that he has to do it. And that's his way of making it so he can't get out of it. So he knows that he has to perform every single time he hits the track because he's talking so much shit that he has to make it happen to back it up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good point. With that being said, dude, you get hit by a heavyweight one time, that tune gonna change real quick.
Yeah, bro. But what if you're the heavyweight?
Well, shit, dude. I don't know. I've said this a couple of times, but he ain't ever gonna be in no heavyweight class. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way it is. He might be fast as hell, but he's like little Cooper Webb.
Yeah, but he's already taller than Cooper Webb, bro.
No, him and Cooper are probably the same size.
I don't know. We might need to check some stats on that.
Like, bro, if you talk shit to Chase Sexton and Chase Sexton T-bones you off the track, because there's no way Deegan is faster than what Chase Sexton can go. And I'm telling you, Chase Sexton, if he really wants to, he'll catch that fool if it's his last dying wish. And he might die doing it, but if he don't, he gonna catch you.
Bro, Deegan is just looking at Jet Lawrence, bro, because Jet Lawrence can go faster than Chase.
That's scary. Right?
I know it doesn't seem like that now.
Yeah.
But it's just because Jet's not on the track.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Is there anything else to be said in Moto Court?
No, that's it, bro.
All right. Well, let's move on to our next segment. A new segment, guys, brought to you by Dylan Young Enterprises. Construction company out of Paso Robles. Dylan Young, great guy. Support him. The number's right there down below in the graphic. Right there, Dylan Young Enterprises. If you guys need anything in the Paso Robles area, hit him up. This segment is called If This Was My Rider. And Ty, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a rider that we're going to be the team manager for. We're going to talk about what we would do, how we would handle the situation and what we could do best to help him move forward. So the riders that I got right now written down are Jason Anderson, Justin Hill, Levi Kitchen, and Justin Cooper.
Do we just pick one?
Yeah, I'm saying, we could pick a couple if you want to, but let's pick one for right now.
All right. Are you going first?
No, let's just let's give our take on one rider on both of them.
If I was in, let's do, do you want to do Larry Brooks? Because that's your team, dog. That's your squad.
It's a hot topic right now, right?
It is a really hot topic.
And two, let's just do it. Let's do Jason Anderson. This is just our point of view, right? This isn't what Larry Brooks would do, but this is our point of view. Because right now, this is going to be a touchy situation, whether you like it or not, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to set the scene a little bit, So you have Jason Anderson in one corner, right? This kid is fast. He's a past champion in Supercross 450 class. He's getting better and better and better. We can see it on the bike. He's starting to excel. His fitness is coming around. Everything is coming around. And then you have another guy, one of the fastest, best riders on the entire planet, Ken Roczen. just an absolute superhuman. And now you have both of these guys that are, Jason's a little farther out in the championship fight than Ken Roczen.
Mm-hmm.
Ken Roczen is fully in this championship fight, one of the title contenders, one of the title favorites at the beginning of the year. And now you have them going almost head to head. And then in the races this weekend in the Triple Crown, Jason Anderson has rode him high in 2 corners.
Mm-hmm.
And Ken Roczen, in this interview that Steve Matthes did with him, said that Kenny felt like he was holding back a little bit.
Yeah.
And Jason said good race and he was being cordial, which is exactly what Jason needs to do, right? But at some point, you gotta race. Your 2 riders have to race each other hard, and they're both in this fight for the championship. So how, as a team manager, if you're in Larry Brooks' position, how are you gonna balance those 2 guys?
I mean, that was a very long-winded how we got here. But
yes, but you got to set the scene because you got to know what's going on.
I don't think you manage them as like a pair. Like you set some ground rules. I mean, they probably set some ground rules in the beginning of the season. I mean, come on. I mean,
yeah,
I
but
feel
there's
like
a lot of
everybody really knows
unspoken ground rules as well.
Yes, there's some unspoken ground rules, but then there's some ground rules that you have to lay down in the beginning of the freaking championship, saying that we're not going to connect with each other and we're going to work as a team.
Yeah.
But with that being said, if I was team manager, I would pull Jason aside and be like, hey man, like I'm really, really stoked on your progress. And if we keep on progressing like you are, keep on putting your bike out front, keep on racing everybody hard. In a few more weeks, when we get to a week off, like continue working, get built a little bit more fitness. Like I could see you winning here in the next, month or month and a half after that break. Because right now I just don't think he has the stamina.
He doesn't
hold. He's
working
on
it though. Obviously, it's going in the right direction quickly.
He's obviously getting better, and he has the speed to be up front, but he doesn't have the speed to hold it there. So I would say just keep on putting himself up front, keep on learning the bike, and when that week off comes up, like just rest the amount of rest you need to rest, but also continue working and continue building. I think in a month and a half, we could see a win out of Jason Anderson. I'm excited as a team manager looking into that and seeing a guy kind of climbing up. And then if I had both of them in the room, I would just be like, guys, we're out there to compete on a solo sport. We work together when we can work together, but when we're racing each other, you guys got to race each other hard, but safe. And I didn't see anything wrong with what Jason did. And Kenny, you can't be as frustrated and disembobbled as you got. Like, good job about coming back and passing and getting back up on Cooper Webb's rear wheel. But we got to be a little bit mentally tougher in that particular situation right there, where we don't lose that toe and we just stay on Jason's rear wheel until there's an opening to pass, or until Jason realizes that that was Kenny.
Damn, Ty, you made some good points for sure. I mean, that realistically is, I think, what you have to do, because you and I both know, and everybody watching this show knows, we have wives, we have girlfriends, we have people in our lives, we have jobs, all that shit. It's like, if you let those little things that are aggravating, like, get pushed to the side and you don't air that stuff out and address it, then all of a sudden, if this particular situation happens again, and it seems like it is, because Jason Anderson is gonna be up front, Ando is gonna be up front, and Kenny is gonna have to pass him again. And I can't, as a team manager, if I was just Jason's team manager, I would not expect him to ride Kenny differently and not push to his fullest potential. And the hard part right now with Jason is that he's riding so well, and he's pushing forward so well that I don't want him to give up any spots, because right now the best thing for Jason Anderson to do is try to hang on as long as he can, one more lap every single week to the front runners to build that stamina and build his confidence back to getting up front. And, that really is the best recipe to do it. When you can get out front and then you just try to hang on to that speed as long as you can, and you ride a wide bike and you ride, forward, that is what every single team manager dreams of to have in a rider. But you're in this particularly unique situation by having a guy that's right next to him that if he gets out front, he's going to win. Look at the first moto. He's going to win if he gets out front, Ken Roczen. And so it's such a hard situation, because you've seen Ken Roczen saying, if I would have got past Anderson, I could have won that race. And now that's your teammate, so you're looking at that. Like, if I'm Ken Roczen, I'm looking at that frustrating, because we're on the same bike, on the same team. I expect some extra grace. But then you look at Anderson's side of, like, Anderson's trying to revive his career and ride this Suzuki to his fullest potential, and he's trying to ride forward. So I do get both sides, because Kenny really feels like he's like, okay, I'm the number one guy. I'm in the fight for the championship. If I'm faster than you, you're my teammate. Don't let me by, but you got to give me some extra grace. But like I said, with the Anderson side, he's building, and this is what he needs to do to build, is hang on to everything. And I don't want Anderson focused on behind him. I don't want him focused on looking for Ken Roczen every single second to make sure that if Ken Roczen comes up on him, he needs to pass him. It's a difficult situation to be in.
Yeah, it's a very difficult situation. But it's just like where it's tough is like the first main event, or the first race is, kind of free for all. Everybody's kind of on their own. But then as soon as Kenny gets that win, then I felt like there needed to be a conversation back at the pits and be like, hey, if either one of you, are up front.
I don't think it's after the first one. I think it's probably after the second one.
It's just like tough, because like you want, like, Jason rode really good in that second one, dude, and stayed up there for
Jason
a long
was in
time.
it. Jason was in it,
like,
dude.
all over it.
Like,
so
first race, Jason ended up getting 6th. That's not that far off. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then he ended up getting 7th. So now in the third one, it was kind of like, okay, I would have liked to see that third one where he gave him a little grace, but it was a hard situation. Jason's not looking behind him to the right to see Kenny on the outside of that triple in. If Kenny was on the inside of him, if Kenny could have got to the inside of him, then I would have expected more of grace from Anderson.
But that's what I was saying, is like Kenny needs to be more aggressive and like show him like a yellow front fender instead of trying to go around Jason Anderson on the outside.
Yeah, almost like blatantly, like not trying to pass him, but just get in front of him enough to show him who's behind him.
Yeah, just poke your front wheel in there and let him know that you're there.
Yeah.
Like, because, bro, as a racer, you're not really looking at who you're racing, but you're racing off a feel. So if you feel someone on the outside and you feel like you have some speed on them, you're just going to move over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially in a bull corner.
Yeah.
Like, we're not talking about Jorge Prado cross jumping or anything.
No.
But if you're in a bull corner and you have the capabilities of going to the outside and you feel someone to the outside, I'm not going to just let some guy rail around the outside of me.
No. Absolutely not.
And those are more like instinctual reactions as a racer than like doing something out of spite.
Not to mention the other thing that's kind of hard too is, Jason's extra tired. You know what I mean? Like, Jason's extra tired right now. So the full focus of like knowing exactly who's behind him and what's going on isn't as crispy as it is in the first one when you're full. You know what I mean? When you're all good. All right. Another sponsor helping us out on the show, Dirt Trick Sprockets. Dirt Trick Sprockets has an all-new brake rotor made from chromoly steel, the same metal that they use for the sprockets. They use a black zinc coating to prevent corrosion and rust. And because of those coatings and the metal, you get 25% more braking power. Not only that, but they do a double disc ground down to make that thing flatter than any other disc on the market. And if we need to pile on more, they give you a solid rear disc option for all you off-roaders. This thing is super strong, super durable, and it gives you 25% more braking power. And if you needed anything else, Uncle Ty, you don't even need a bracket because they use the OEM sizes, they use the chromoly metal and the coating to get more braking power out of the stock disc.
A lot of the stock discs are oversized from what we normally grew up on. So,
you're getting 25% more. And if you bend it or break it, we got a 1-year guarantee on the new disc. Check this thing out, Uncle Ty.
Damn.
Bah. Look at how pretty this thing looks.
Oh, that thing looks sick.
Go check them out right now, dirttricks.com.
Track Talkers 26, right?
Yep.
Is our code?
Use the code Track Talkers 26, all caps. You'll see it in the description down below. Now for the final segment of the show, Uncle Ty, you ready?
Yes, hit me.
Let's take the picks. Let's make them.
Oh, for next weekend.
Next weekend's picks in Glendale.
Phoenix.
Yep. It's not Phoenix anymore. It's Glendale.
Historically bad for Cooper Webb. Glendale.
Yep.
So you just came off a win.
You know who it's historically good for?
Eli Tomac and Kenny.
Yep. Eli Tomac and Ken Roczen. All right. Make your picks. 250 class first.
250 class?
250 class.
I'm going to go with Deegan, Max, Ryder D.
Okay. All right. I like it. All right.
I don't think Levi Kitchen or Cameron McAdoo make it on the box.
450 class.
The 450 class is going to be tough. I'm going to go Eli Tomac for the win.
Yep.
Kenny for second. Hunter. No, I'm going to do Hunter for third. Chase for fourth. Jason Anderson for fifth.
Damn, you're going all the way down to fifth place?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's some RM fantasy picks for you, bro. That's my
that's your RM fantasy?
That's my Monday RM fantasy picks.
I love it. All right. 250 class. I'm going Ryder D, dude.
For the win?
For the win.
Damn.
Ryder D for the win.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go Deegan for second.
Okay.
I'm going to go Max Anstey for third. Okay.
Okay.
I just want to say this. McAdoo's going to be right there. McAdoo's going to be like the closest fourth you've ever seen. All right?
On Max?
Yes. Right on Max's ass.
Okay.
Okay. 450. Eli. I just got to go with Eli. He looks so good.
He looks so good.
Eli Tomac. Ken Roczen. I got to match you. And third place, Chase Sexton.
Oh. Really?
Yeah. And the reason that is, I got to go with Chase Sexton, is because he looked so good in Anaheim, and the dirt was on that more hard pack side than it was in Glendale. And I just think they have a better hard pack setup. And to see how fast he was in Anaheim, I can't think that that's just totally gone.
I know, but the problem is that he's either getting a win or he's
I don't know.
Fourth, fifth, or eighth.
And I thought about that too. But what I'm saying, Ty, is that the maturity that I saw out of him in the first moto at the Triple Crown, where he caught up to Kenny and he didn't quite have it and he settled for second, felt like a new Chase Sexton. So I think he's maybe maturing in the way of like, maybe he's just going to take what the race gives him. And I still don't think his starts are dialed, but I think his speed's there. So I think he's going to get third place. I think he's going to get a mediocre, not so good start. He's going to make his way to third, and he's going to settle for a podium because he knows he needs the points.
I know. I think I might be selling Hunter Lawrence a little short because what just worries me about Hunter is that he's only 4 points back from Eli Tomac. And I know he does really good in like high pressure situations, I feel like. So it's going to be hard to not put Hunter in the top 3 this next weekend.
You put Hunter in the top 3. You put him third.
I put him third.
Yeah, you put Chase fourth.
Yep, that sounds right. Sounds right.
I know, and it just kills me. It's like after Anderson rode this good this weekend, I want to put him like 2 or 3. But
no, I think he's fifth.
Yeah, I don't think he has the stamina. I think he starts out front. I think Jason Anderson gets out front again. Like that's what
I'm saying, and then he fades back to like fifth.
Yes, 4th or 5th.
Yeah,
I think he just doesn't have the stamina. I think he has the speed, but I think we're going to see another Anaheim 2-esque ride, which is exactly what he needs right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what he needs. He doesn't need to be doing any more than that. Just keep piling on the blocks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, you want to talk about anything else, or are you good?
No, I'm actually excited to watch Phoenix.
Come on.
It's going to be a good one.
Heck yeah, it is. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. If you haven't, hit that little like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you get these videos every single week from Track Talkers. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't, tell your brother, sister, mom, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, cousin, whatever you can, spread the word, because this is how we build our audience and we give you guys more of what you want. The more sponsors we can get, the more content we can put out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.